Hey Virgo, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day today to join me for your general reading for the last week of February. My name is Katie and it's a pleasure to meet you. I will be doing monthly readings at the beginning of each month, but because I'm just starting out with these, I wanted to give you something for the last week of February, and then you can tune back in for the beginning of March. So, what is a general reading for Virgo? General readings for horoscopes are definitely not going to be as fine-tuned towards your personality as you might find it to be, and that's okay. I'm generally just pulling a bunch of information for Virgo in general. If you are interested in getting a tarot reading with me particularly, please visit me at my website at www.blissfully.com. There I provide services for online or phone readings, as well as recorded video readings and email readings. Then I can also do packages, like if you want to get a few every month or so. And so, yeah, and then if you're in the Phoenix area, I do love to come to events or parties to read cards for people at your event. So check out my site and learn more about me if you're interested in doing that. Otherwise, I think we're ready to get started. Quick message on tarot. For those of you who aren't really familiar, tarot is not something to be afraid of. Tarot cards are a wonderful way for us to gain insight and some perspective on the situations in our life that we may be currently undergoing. A lot of people are afraid of things like the death card, meaning that they're going to die or something like that. But really, a good tarot reader will be someone who only wants to see you succeed and wants to give you positive and reassuring affirmations and suggestions to help you along your journey. So that's what this message is about, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start putting these cards out into the spread. If you're interested in seeing a picture of my cards, I take pictures of them after I do the reading and post them onto my Instagram account. So definitely pause this video now and then go check out my Instagram. The link's in the description box below. And you can follow along with me, the pictures of the tarot on your spread with the video. Okay, here we go. And what I like to do is I like to have them all face side down and then read them one by one so as not to overwhelm myself with a bunch of information. And then it also helps me piece together your story for you as we go. Okay. Let's put that aside. And now your U card. Things seem to be going very well for you, Virgo. It definitely seems like you're celebrating life and family and togetherness. And so I'm very happy for you for that. It definitely feels like you have a really good foundation going right now in terms of making sure that you are fulfilled with your family life. So that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. What's interesting though, what crosses it, is that your family, while it gives you a lot of love and a lot of life and a lot of purpose, it definitely seems like you're allowing your family and you're allowing your surrounding people in your life to take more focus than you should be giving to yourself. You've got the 8 of Winter crossing your U card, which basically means these are the 2 personality traits that are crossing you in this current moment, and this is the situation that you should be dealing with. So the 8 of Winter is your crossing card, and you can see here it's a exhausted mother who is trying to make sure that her family is well cared for. So it definitely seems like that is a situation that you could be in right now. or you feel like you're getting a sense of fulfillment by caring for your family, but you may not be taking the time that you need to take care of yourself, which is just as important. So you've been thinking a lot lately about the King of Spring. This is on as your above. This is your as above card, which to me means this is what you're thinking about most often. This is maybe what you're trying to be. You know, it could be a lot of different things. It could even be a person. And the King of Spring is a very charismatic, sure of himself kind of person. And it could be, you know, maybe a loved one. It could be a parent or someone that you're aspiring towards. You know, given the fact that you are feeling exhausted by looking out for other people, what might be happening is you're trying to emulate what someone has given to you in your past, and that makes you feel like you need to do the same for the people that are dependent on you. But what I think is missing here in this connection is that the King of Spring, while he does seem to have a very good grounding sense of leadership and being very sure in himself and the guidance that he gives to others. The reason why he is like that is because he is very good at caring for his needs first. And it definitely feels like this is the message that we're going to be getting from these cards for you, is to take care of yourself first. Because you can't take care of others to as good of a capacity as you would like to, or maybe as you're aspiring to, if you can't take care of yourself first. In the back of your mind, what has got your attention from time to time is Ace of Autumn. And with my deck, the seasons relate to the different symbols in a typical Rider-Waite deck. So for Autumn, those are relating to the Pentacles, material wealth, physical wealth, and given the fact that this is the Ace, it means usually the beginning of material wealth. And since this is in your subconscious, this is in your as below area, your focus right now could be trying to take care of your family by providing the physical needs, the material wealth that they need to be able to survive, by being that person that provides for them. You may be considering getting a new job. You may be considering changing the way that you make money, and that kind of thing. Recently in the past, you've had some doubts and some fears and some anxieties, I would say mostly related to how financially you're going to be able to support your family. And I think that, you know, you definitely have a good sense of family traditions. Like you are very rooted with your family and you're very connected to each and every one of them. And I think that you want to do your part by making sure that you feel that you're providing for them, that you're that you're providing for them. But the thing is that because this is a winter card, sorry, it's water damaged. Because this is a winter card, again, this means a lot of mental issues. And so mentally, this anxiety is something that you've created for yourself. Worrying about being able to provide for your family and being able to make sure that they are sustained, like maybe you have seen in other people that inspire you. In your upcoming future, you will still be that role model for people that you care for. You've got the Emperor card in your upcoming future. And people will always perceive you as that. And the only reason why you're struggling with these things now is because you've created these worries for yourself. As I had said before, the main theme I feel like for this spread is going to definitely be practicing self-love and self-care. If you want to provide for your family, rather than worrying about how to bring more money into the house, worry about taking care of your needs first. And things like the money and the material wealth will come for your family as a byproduct, as a secondary bonus, so to say. So your friends and family right now are going through a little bit of a competition. There seems to be a clashing of following passions in terms of hobbies or things that make you happy, versus doing what you think would be the practical thing to do, such as getting a new job, maybe getting a job at a place that you feel like would be a good paycheck but isn't necessarily a place that would make you feel happiest. I think your family is understanding that, and they're possibly also going through that themselves. And so this could be a good message to spread on to them as well. Your hope card is, your wishes card, your hopes card is the Two of Summer. And this is very similar to the Lovers card. It's getting more closer in connection with your romantic relationships. And I think that this is also a really good way to practice self-love, because by knowing what makes you happy and what you want, that will actually allow you to attract the right mate for you. So again, going back to the self-love theme, in order to get these things for your family, to provide for your family, to get this romantic relationship started, practice self-love first. Know what you like, know what you don't like, know what makes you happy, know what you need to do when you wake up first thing in the morning so that you are able to have a successful day. And do that. And make sure that it happens every single day. Otherwise, you're just going to have yourself feel drained out like you already are. But also, what I find interesting is that in your Fears card, you've got the Empress. And what I'm getting from this is that I think you know that that's what you need to do, that that's what you need to focus on, is caring more for yourself. But I think that there's a slight fear that by doing that, you're not going to have as much control or as much leadership over the things that you're responsible for as you would like to be. I think that because you are so in tune with the society that you're in, it's very important to you that you remain as part of the society as possible. And if you're in America, if you're in the United States, the general cultural feeling is that you're not a good person unless you're a hard worker, and you get the best things in life if you work harder than anybody else. And I believe to an extent that that's true. But part of me also disagrees, because I feel like there's a fine line between overworking and doing the work that you are passionate about. So I wouldn't be afraid of slowing down and taking the steps to make sure that you care for yourself first, because you're going to be able to do a better quality job at caring for your family and being there for your loved ones than if you were to focus 100% on them. Your final outcome card is Temperance. And to me, this card always means patience. What you see is a fairy allowing drops of water slowly into a cup. And the idea behind it, the story behind this tarot card in particular is, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And the idea behind this card in particular is that it focuses on alchemy. So it focuses on turning this water into gold. You want to create a more affluent lifestyle for you and your family. You want to be the person that provides that for them. I get that. But you have to have patience in order to get there. And you have to care for yourself in order to get there. And caring for yourself sometimes takes time for it to click, for it to flourish, the way that you want it to. So put the love out there into the universe and know that it's going to come right back at you tenfold, because the minute that you start really taking care of yourself, writing down the things that you feel are most important to you on an everyday basis and actually acting on it, you will see that the universe will answer your needs for you and make sure that you are well taken care of. So that was an awesome reading for you guys, Virgo, and I'm really, really happy that you've taken the time to join me today for your reading. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, like I said before, check out my website. It's down in the description below, blissfully.com. I'd love to get to meet you and get to know you on a more individual level. I also will be seeing you guys again in the beginning of March for March's reading. So thanks so much. Peace and blessings. Have a good day.